Hey everybody, it's Carpo here. As usual, disclaimer, I know nothing. One should not believe anything I say. I speak from the heart. Therefore, everything I say is completely invalid for real life. So, my thoughts are that if you're going to take the red pill and you want to go down the rabbit hole, just make sure you don't go all the way down. Don't go too far down. You know, it's a long fall, and the path to truth can be obscured by many forces, many beliefs. The whole idea of synchronicity and of the potential for humans to see illusion is so great that one can basically fool themselves into believing whatever they want. And we've seen that through history. There's no reason to believe that any one person is any more right than another. In fact, I mean, I've never met anybody more right about my life than me, and likewise, I'm sure that you'd feel the same about yourself. So, we have the issue of, going too far, looking too deep, and finding what you're looking for. So the question becomes, what are you looking for? Are you looking for the good, or are you looking for the bad? So if you're looking for the good, then all you're doing is trying to improve your lifestyle, improve who you are and how you feel, and your environment around you, which is a great thing to do. If you're looking to point the finger and you're looking for the negativity, then you're going to find it. And you might find any negativity that you want in any form that you're seeking it. And this can be detrimental for one's health, because a person who's constantly surrounded by negativity and negative emotions is going to be an unhealthy person, and is probably going to suffer from a lot of different ailments and stresses. So we have this issue of how do we confront some of the negative issues that are going on in our society without being negative about it. And I think it has to do with basically the individual, how he perceives what's around him and how he interacts with his fellow man. And there's a lot of speculation in the world, and that's why I think that people get really defensive and tend to really want to prove to themselves, just like any other thing, like a religion or a culture or a belief system. A person wants to reinforce what they believe, and so they're really not apt to change their perceptions because a person points something out. But I guess that's why I try to stick to the more enjoyable things in life. I remember when I first got involved in basically conspiracies and shit like that, I delved too deep, and I got too deep, and I didn't like what I was looking at, and a lot of it was unprovable, and most of it, even if it was provable, had no resolution. And that was the conclusion I came to, is that if you have no resolution and you can't prove what you're trying to conquer, then you can't really do anything about it. You can expose as much as you want, but if you're not working towards the greater good and helping out your fellow man, then really it's not doing any good. So therefore, we need to focus more on the positive, I guess, and figure out how we can change, because the more we get angry at other people or the way things aren't going the way that we think that they should go, we're fighting the flow, and the flow is what it is. If humans are doing evil things, then people need to do good things to counter that. If people are doing evil things back to them, it's not getting anything done, and complaining about it never got anything done. But I think that leading by example is really the most important factor. Lead by example. Be the change you want to see. You have to do it in small increments. Nobody can rush change in a social setting like we have today, with all the structures and internet and all the governments. There's nowhere to hide. Old cultures, we could pack up and leave and move to a new place. Now we can't do that anymore. So we have to make it work. And it's just my opinion that the only way to do that is to lead by example and to live as the best we can. And when we know we're doing something wrong, to admit it. So, and to change that, to do something good. Not, being aware of things is one thing, but taking action in your community or your environment's another, and it's harder. It takes a lot of will. So, I hope that people will take as much time as they can to help out those around them, and I'm going to try to do the same, because it takes a little bit of pressure to get out there and do something for the world. But anyway, peace and love.